Hello again, everybody. Aaron Plaskis here. Friday, June 1st. Already June 1st. Hard to believe that we're pretty much halfway through the year now. I suppose just about. Got some exciting things coming up here in the Des Moines area. I got a full weekend. Of course, the farmers market's back up and going. Dam to dam. We've got some great concerts coming through next week in my hometown. The annual town festival uh, called Governor's Days will be kicking off, along with several other towns in the area. So I also know that my hometown back in Illinois, all my friends on the week after that, the old Oswego Days, which is now Prairie Fest, it's going to be kicking off. So fun times. Definitely get out and enjoy yourselves. Um, want to today touch back on something from the last three videos I did, which were all centered around the protection domain of your financial planning. And I set out a couple of articles and some pieces of information this week that led me to it's prompted me to want to bring up one more topic and hammer home one more thing, and that has to do with the significance of estate planning and proper legal documentation prep, especially if you own your own business and you've got a family dependent on you, you've got your employees depending on you, and of course it's your livelihood as well. But there is way too much at stake. And unfortunately, what happens is we get busy and we tend to not really know where to start, and we put things off. And this is one of the things, unfortunately, that we tend to put off, and that is making sure that your will, your last will and testament is designed correctly, that your trust is set up correctly if it's needed. Bottom line here is you need to make the time to get with a legal professional, an attorney who specializes in estate planning, business planning attorneys as well. But it is so important that you don't sit there and brush it under the rug and wait, which is what we tend to do. So I'm here to kick you guys in the butt and say, hey, if you need some help knowing where to start, who to talk to, that's why I'm here. Guys, I'm a connector. That's really the vast majority of what I'm doing is connecting, whether it's my clients or just people who need some help. I'm making sure that I'm lining them up with the right people for things just like this. And this is one of the first things that needs to be done when you start looking and examining your financial planning. So again, you guys that are business owners, I want you to stop, take a second to read, especially that infographic that I sent out this week, where it was written in a very sarcastic, tongue-in-cheek manner, where they have a demonstration of a will, but it is just sarcastic comments all the way through. And the point being made is, look at what's being written in there and those decisions. That's what could happen if you're not properly positioning and doing the things that you need to do. And once you're done setting up your will, your last will and testament, trust, and your estate planning, it can't end there. You have to continue planning. You've got to be ready for the next steps. And again, I had a good conversation today with someone as to why we're not more proactive, and in doing more and taking more steps towards either saving or understanding where to put our money, estate planning, insurances, all that stuff is extremely complicated. There's a lot of noise, a lot of different people saying different things, and a lot of people with a lot of opinions. But it's overwhelming. So we tend to just say, I don't have the time for this, and you move on, you say you'll get back to it. And next thing you know, something happens, you weren't ready for it, you didn't have your pieces in place, and all hell breaks loose. And then you've got disaster. Well, guys, that's where someone like me comes in. I'm there to guide you and help you. So with things like this, it doesn't matter if you guys don't want to come to talk to me, if you're not comfortable asking me for help or getting any sort of feedback or guidance or assistance, I'm totally cool with that, guys. I don't want you ever to be uncomfortable, do things that you don't want to do. So, but what I do want is for you to find someone who's going to help you get the things done that you have to get done. You have a responsibility as a business owner. You have a responsibility as a member of a family, and you have a responsibility to everyone around you who's going to be impacted by the decisions that you make, whether it's your business decisions with the company you own or manage, or if you work for a company and you've got other people that you have to care and consider for. So again, all of this stuff, it ties together. That's where I come in to quarterback these things and to kind of help you. So like I said, if you don't want to, if you're not ready or not comfortable talking to me, that's fine. But let's find someone that can help you get the things done that you need to get done. And it really helps to have a guide to kind of bring you along and be in your corner when issues come up. So again, sorry to have gone back into the that domain, the financial, the protection domain of the four domains of financial planning: protection, cash flow, assets, liabilities. We've hit now on the protection piece really heavy because that stuff up front has to be done. It's got to be done right. You've got to get it done right away. That stuff all has to be done. Your last will, your insurances, your emergency savings, things of that nature that are going to be able to allow you to absorb and overcome obstacles. That stuff has to get done first, people. Got to. And especially your legal documents. So again, you need help, call me and I will help find you the right person that you need. And another thing that I want to add, and I have a tendency to do this too, I like to try to, I have this need to want to do things myself. So writing my will or setting up a trust, I really am, my first instinct is to do it myself, and I think a lot of you guys do it too. I really want to encourage you guys, especially if you've got kids or you're running a business, it's too much risk to try doing it yourself. You don't want to make a little mistake and have it becoming a huge problem. When you've got other people depending on you, trust me, make the investment to hire a professional, an attorney, legal representation to help you with those things like that. Not only because they understand it better, but just from the fact that take the burden off your plate. It's the same reason what I'm trying to do. I try to get things off of people's plates to reduce the amount of stress and make it easier for them to navigate all these things in our financial lives. Same goes for this. So again, like I said, because of those things that I sent out this week, again, please read them. The one in particular about suggesting to business owners, making sure that you're setting up your will the right way, and you're seeking out the advice of an attorney, and one who specializes in estate planning. If you need to know get directed to someone or be introduced, that's let me know, and we'll get that thing. We'll get you in front of somebody almost immediately. So that, and it's Friday, so I'm gonna cut you all loose. Thanks for watching. Another thing, just please feedback. Give me. I'd really like to get some reviews on the Facebook page, but obviously anywhere on LinkedIn as well. My whole livelihood, I'm going to do a piece on this coming up. Everything I do is based on word of mouth. So I'm counting on you guys to help me grow my business. And the only way I can do that is to have the opportunity to meet and work with more people and more businesses. And it is a very slow process, especially the way I go about doing it, because it's not about product selling and volume. It's about relationship and being ready when you're ready. And along the way, providing as much education as I can. So that's it. Friday's here. Guys, get out and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone.